Hey guys, Ashley here, Oakland Asian fan. I had another video that I want to talk about today too as well because it concerns the whole Raven Simone and Miley Cyrus thing. I know this is really old. I meant to make a video about this sooner, but I never got a chance to. It was when Raven Simone was on the Jason Lee podcast, and he talked about her feeling like he felt she got the same opportunities as Miley Cyrus. And Raven Simone said that she was already as popular way before she came to Disney Channel. Which is true. She already had music. She already was in other TV shows and things like that. She was in a Cosby show. I grew up in a household where I had to watch old shit. And my dad just watched the Cosby show from seasons 1 to 2, whenever that show went on. And I actually remember watching seasons where she was on it. And she said Disney did not play it up to her or being a established actress, and she was already older. She was actually like 18 when she started the show. And Orlando Brown, that's his name, and the girl that played Chell, they were already younger, and she was already older. And she said she don't think Disney play up to that. And she said she thinks the reason why Miley got more popular was because she was white, skinny, and she was also very talented. She checked all boxes that Disney was looking for in a way that she don't think that she checked for. So I really wanted to address this. Let's address the race thing first and foremost, because people would down the hill and just say that Disney is out blatantly racist. A lot of the shows are white-based. I understand that there wasn't a lot of representation on Disney. I totally get that. I think Nickelodeon had way more representation than Disney. There were you did see black characters in channel shows. You did. Zack and Cody, Mr. Cody, his niece, she showed up in there. You had the Power Family, all-black television show. I totally understand what Raven is saying, that maybe she felt like because she was black, she wasn't allowed to tour or she wasn't allowed to get the same opportunities. But I feel like it's also just like questionable to say that, because look how much Zendaya has grown and profited after being on Disney Channel. Look how much she's grown. So I feel like a lot of that doesn't hold a lot of weight. Look at Charlie Acclaim. Her too, she was a black actress and she had her own show. Zendaya has 2 shows. And she was black. Even if she is big, she's still black. So I kind of feel like that doesn't hold a lot of weight. Even though I don't watch Zendaya movies, I don't watch Zendaya shows, but there is no denying that she is a star. Me personally, I don't think I feel like people putting her in everything, acting like as if she's acting like she's a Winona Ryder type, or hell, acting like she's like an Al Pacino type actress. I think it's absurd to me. Like, I don't watch her movies, so I'm not gonna sit here and like say, oh, she's an amazing actress and things like that. I don't, but I think because the reason why people put her and stuff is because people know that they're gonna watch because it's Zendaya. I'm not. I don't watch her movies or shows, but I think people are likely to put her and stuff is because they know people are gonna watch it if she's in it. But I feel like Hollywood treating her like she's like this Al Pacino or Winona Ryder type actress is laughable to me. She has not had a movie that's like rememberable like that. Not like when Winona Ryder has one. Winona Ryder has a lot of movies that are rememberable. And Al Pacino, do I even have to say his film lineup? Okay. No, this is Zendaya, but I'm just explaining my truth. I think she's very beautiful. She is charismatic, and she can do it all. She can dance, sing, and act. I mean, that's fucking amazing. But I'm not gonna sit here and kiss her ass and I'm going with the crowd. I just don't do that. That's not me. So when she said that, I kind of feel like it don't hold a lot of weight to say that she's black. That's why she wasn't presented like a star like Miley Cyrus. Raven, if I'm not correct, if I'm not wrong, I believe that's what Raven had merchandise and things like that. And that's Raven. Her character wasn't presented in a negative black stereotypical way, like how other people don't want to be presented. It wasn't presented like that to me. And her talking about the whole my daughter being skinnier, her being more plus size. Now that I can believe. I think in the mid 2000s, I think like we're not able to accept a bigger woman as any franchise, any brand, whether it's Nickelodeon or Disney or any sort of production. I don't think at that time people are able to accept a bigger actress for anything. Because at that time in 2000, that type of body structure was not the symbol of beauty. And like I said, I just feel like you gotta be confident in whatever way you choose to be. Don't let anyone ever put you down for how your body is shaped, for how you look. Don't listen to anyone's opinion. Find your beauty and you find your confidence the way you want to find it. And she talked about, her being a little bit skinnier. That I can believe because, like I said, I don't think society was able to accept the fact that any woman at that time could have been bigger. And that I agree with. And she said Miley was very talented. Miley checked all boxes. Miley could sing, dance, act, and she checked everything. Now, I'm not sure if Rebel Simone is a good singer. I've never seen her music, but I know she does have music. I mean, she was on Cheetah Girls. I gotta watch the movies again because I don't remember them. But I feel like Raven had all the boxes too. I'm just gonna say this, and I think this is what it just was. I'm not gonna talk about no race or anything like that. I think it's because Raven was older. Like she said, she was already 18. She said she don't think it was a competition, but Miley Cyrus was really young when she got to Hannah. She was 14 when she started Hannah Montana. So I think it was just easier to promote her when she was younger than Rebel Simone, someone who's already older and things like that. Not saying you can't promote her, or give her any merchandise or anything like that. But it's kind of hard to explain. I just think Miley Cyrus, the way that her show Hannah Montana was presented, I guess it's more of a show that's profitable. It's a show about a pop star. You can sell that. You can sell Hannah Montana t-shirts. You can sell Hannah Montana bed sheets, book bags. I had a Hannah Montana book bag. I had a Hannah Montana doll. I had a Hannah Montana. I just had one time in my life. I had a Hannah Montana birthday party. A Hannah Montana cake. Hannah Montana was very profitable, and I don't think they knew how to profit off a TV show of a girl who was psychic. How do you make that into a merchandise brand? I think if maybe back then if someone could have fought a little bit harder for that for Raven, I don't think we would have seen it as a competition between those two shows. And if you're gonna ask me what show I like better, I love them both. I really do, but a part of me really feels like I will love Hannah Montana a little bit more. I hate to say that because I love That's the Raven. I think it's honestly one of the funniest shows ever to air on Disney Channel. It's so funny. It still holds up. Raven Simone's comedic timing is impeccable in that show. It's so good. Everyone does a great job. It's funny. I love the storyline. Everything. I love it. But Hannah Montana, I just like Hannah Montana is more close to my heart. Like her movie was in theaters. She got like a real proper finale for her show. Not many Disney Channel shows or Nickelodeon shows get to have a proper send-off. That's where we didn't even get a chance to have a proper send-off. Not like a real finale episode. It was like a regular episode presented as a season final episode. Kind of like Victoria's. Victoria's had a regular episode and then the show just went off air. Like, not a lot of shows get to have proper endings. And Hannah Montana had that. That show had closure. And I hate to say it, I just think Hannah Montana, I think her show was just more profitable. I hate to say that because it was like, another black person was held down by a white man. I hate to say that. race into it. But I feel like no matter where you are, and things like that, I think race is gonna always play a big part in any situation when it comes to situations like this, or a show is bigger. But I think Raven needs to understand that after Lizzie Lohan, not Lizzie Lohan, what's her name? Not Lizzie Lohan. Lizzie McGuire. After Lizzie McGuire left Disney, they came to her. They came to her to help the channel make their second biggest show. She should be proud about that. You were at a time where people felt like the black representation was starting to drown out. They came to you, a black actress, and said, "Hey, you want to come to Disney and help us make money? People know who you are. You're profitable. You're famous. You want to help Disney make money." When the show was probably a black cast, the only white person was Chelsea. Everybody else was black. Me personally, I feel like I would be more proud about that than the lack of opportunities, in my opinion. Because the kind of person I am, I don't want to sing anyway. I don't want to dance anyway. What else can you get to do? Offer me. Maybe that's the Raven lunchbox. Like I'm saying, I don't know if she fought to get those things, but it probably would have been nice if somebody else was actually there to help her fight to get those things, in my opinion. So I can definitely understand what Raven Simone is saying, but I still feel like on some extent that she gotta understand the type of show that Hannah Montana was. It was going to be more profitable anyway because it was a show about a pop star. That's going to sell more than a show about a girl being a psychic, because on some extent you really can't sell that. Not saying you can't. I'm going to say you can't. It's hard to sell that, I would say. Like, what would a t-shirt look like? What would a lunchbox, things like that. Not saying that she can have those things. I know if back then, if I was doing it, I would make a Dusty Raven doll. I would have had married Dusty Raven with a box. Nightlight, pillowcase, something, anything. One of her fashion accessories. Her fashion ate down the show. Anything. I don't know if people fought harder for her to get those things, but it would have been nice if someone did. And that's kind of all I have to say. Is I really feel like it shouldn't be taking anything personal. I can understand to her that it was about race and body, things like that, which I completely understand that too, that she was white and that's probably what they were looking for. But Disney had all different variations of race. They had Asian, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, black. They had all different variations of people on different type of shows, and majority of the people from Disney Channel never became big stars because of Disney. Bella Thorne is a great example. She is somebody that Disney tried to make her this cookie cutter version of herself, and she just didn't give into it. She didn't want to sing, she didn't want to act, and when she left Disney, she never came back to it to do anything, and she pretty much became her own star by herself by doing what she loved to do. She started to get into drinking, smoking, and pretty much just being a teenager, which people thought was wrong because she was on Disney, when honestly, no. And honestly, Bella Thorne had real shit going on in her life that people don't understand. Like, I honestly do love Bella Thorne as a person. She's free, and I love the fact that she don't let the things that she's been through in her life keep her down. Like, I really appreciate that about her. She's a great example of somebody who had this channel and her background, and that didn't really do much for her because she didn't think about it. Bella Thorne was white and Zendaya was black, and they went with Zendaya, not Bella Thorne. So again, that's why I'm saying a lot of things like that don't hold much weight. Again, and what's the other? Farm. China and McClain was black, and her co-star was white, and China and McClain was the one who ended up being the biggest star in the show. Where are the other people after that show at? Couldn't tell you. She is still a huge star from that show. I'm just saying. Yeah, people gonna say, what about Jessie? What's her name? or something. She became the business partner of Sky Jackson. Well, I didn't like that was because the girl who played Sky Jackson, she was probably a bit younger. That's the only thing I could think of. And I just not true either because after Emma left the show, if y'all watch why she left Bunks was because she went to college. She went to college, and that show was pretty much on the back of Sky Jackson. So honestly, it was still her show until Bunks ended. So I mean, like, yeah. So I kind of feel like the whole race thing, a lot of that did a whole lot of weight when honestly a lot of the black stars became stars on their own after Disney, or Disney went with them over a white person. So it's just like, come on. Now, I know a lot of people like Coco Jones. She didn't become a huge star as she was on Let It Shine. Coco Jones was to have her own show, but there were some things that they wanted her to become, and she didn't want to do that, so she chose not to have her own show, which is okay, period. They wanted Keke Palmer, and Keke Palmer went to Nickelodeon instead to come up with True Jackson DVD. Shauna wanted to make her to a star, but Nickelodeon got to her first. So there you go. Which I think this Shauna would have made her a way bigger star. This show probably would have gave her a way more interesting show than True Jackson DC. True Jackson DC to me is one of the most forgetful shows Nickelodeon has ever had. To me, but that's how I feel about the whole Miley Cyrus and Raven Simone thing. And as for the whole Disney route much more and all that, I really feel like us putting Zendaya on there is really laughable to me. If you want to ask me who I think should be on there, Raven Simone, Selena Gomez, Cole and Dylan Sprouse, and Miley Cyrus. Those people to me should be on there, in my opinion. Those people made it. Yes, I owe Demi Lovato. Because even though Demi Lovato, she had Playing with a Hand, she left sooner. She left way faster than Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus did. And then after that, she never came back to Disney. She never came back. I mean, she had Playing with a Chance, and she had Camp Rock, and she had her music. But after that, she disappeared. No one really cared about Demi Lovato. I never listened to her music. She's mess to me. I think she's an okay Disney star, but she's not on the level of Raven Simone. She's not even on the level of Miley Cyrus or Selena Gomez. She's not even on the level of Dylan Cole. To me, it's fucking ridiculous that the fact that we talk about Disney and they don't talk about Dylan Cole Sprouse. They helped put Disney on the map, and yet no one gives them their props. People talk about Lizzie McGuire. That one show she had one show and I think one movie that I don't remember. I might have to watch it. I know it's on Disney Plus. I might have to watch Lizzie McGuire because honestly the show was never just my cup of tea. I thought it was too bland to me. I thought the show was too bland. And I don't like Lizzie McGuire's acting. Her acting is so bad. I don't like it. I feel like she should be on there. I mean, yeah, she helped Disney. Yeah, she was like the first real star Disney had. Female superstar Disney had. Yeah, but I think we're gonna remember that's her rating over Lizzie McGuire. Come on. So that's all I had to say. Let me hop off out of here so I can enjoy the rest of my day. Tomorrow is Friday. Woo! The weekend is coming. Go enjoy the rest of y'all day.